Every day, we carry the weight of the world on our shoulders. We're bombarded with decisions, overwhelmed by obligations, and haunted by what might have been if things had gone differently. But what if I told you that a 2,000-year-old philosophy could be the secret to clearing the clutter in your mind and finding peace in this relentless chaos? Today, we're diving into the powerful teachings of Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who was also a Stoic philosopher. His insights into the human spirit and the nature of the world are more relevant today than ever. By embracing Stoicism, you can transform your approach to life's challenges, turning each obstacle into a stepping stone toward greater wisdom and inner peace. Stick around to discover how ancient wisdom can provide modern solutions, helping you cultivate resilience and clarity in the midst of life's storms. This isn't just about history. It's about upgrading your mindset to thrive in today's world. If you know someone who feels lost in the noise of everyday life, share this video with them. It might just be the beacon they need. And if you appreciate what we're doing here, the simplest favor you can do for us is to hit that subscribe button. Stick with us through the entire video to fully grasp how these timeless strategies can revolutionize your way of thinking and living. Let's get started. Lesson 1. Train your perception. This is not just about seeing things differently. It's about transforming our entire approach to the challenges and experiences we encounter daily. Marcus Aurelius taught that our perceptions shape our reality more than the events themselves. It's a profound shift from simply reacting to the world around us to actively shaping our experiences by choosing how we interpret and respond to them. Consider this. Every moment of frustration or anxiety is an opportunity. When you're caught in traffic and feeling your pulse rise, that's a moment to train your perception. Stoicism teaches us to see this not as wasted time or an annoyance, but as a chance to reflect, perhaps to listen to a podcast or an audiobook, turning a frustrating delay into a productive or relaxing pause in your day. In our daily lives, we often default to a passive stance, accepting our initial reactions as the only way to see things. But what if we pause, even just for a second, to question that reaction? What if we ask ourselves, is there another way to view this situation? This practice is at the heart of Stoic training. It doesn't just alter our mood in the moment, it gradually reshapes our underlying beliefs and attitudes. For example, if you're overwhelmed by a big project at work, instead of succumbing to stress, a Stoic approach would have you break down the project into manageable parts and focus on one task at a time. This shifts your perception from seeing an insurmountable challenge to viewing it as a series of achievable steps. This not only reduces anxiety, but also enhances your efficiency and satisfaction with your work. Training your perception also means being mindful of the here and now. It's about not letting your mind get carried away with what was or what could be. This mindfulness, a key component of Stoicism, focuses on being fully present and finding gratitude in the current moment, which can lead to a more joyful and fulfilling life. So let's strive to apply this lesson from Marcus Aurelius in our everyday lives. Each situation, no matter how trivial or daunting, is a chance to practice Stoicism, to train our perception, and to transform our reality from the inside out. By doing so, we not only improve our own lives, but also set a powerful example for others on how to lead a more thoughtful and intentional life. Lesson 2. Learn to control your emotions. This lesson is a central pillar of Stoic philosophy, and it's far more than just keeping a stiff upper lip. It's about understanding and managing your feelings in a way that benefits your mental health and overall well-being. Marcus Aurelius, who faced his share of crises and challenges as a Roman emperor, often wrote about the importance of maintaining composure, not to suppress emotions, but to harness them constructively. Imagine you're faced with a sudden setback at work. Perhaps a project you've poured hours into gets abruptly cancelled. It's natural to feel a surge of disappointment, maybe even anger. However, Stoicism teaches us to take a step back and analyze these emotions. Why am I upset? Is it the lost effort, the change in plans, or the fear of the repercussions? By examining these feelings, you're not just passively enduring them, but actively probing their origins and implications. This control isn't about denial. Stoicism doesn't ask you to ignore your sadness or frustration. Instead, it encourages you to acknowledge these emotions, understand their roots, and then decide how you will let them influence you. Will you let anger dictate your next meeting? Or will you recognize the emotion, understand its source, and use your energy to pivot strategies and move forward? Furthermore, controlling your emotions means maintaining your values and composure in the face of life's ups and downs. For instance, if someone criticizes your work harshly, the knee-jerk reaction might be to defend yourself aggressively or to shrink back in hurt. However, a Stoic approach would have you pause and consider the criticism objectively. Is there truth to it? Can it help me improve? This way, you convert what could be a painful interaction into a valuable learning opportunity. And let's not forget about the small daily irritations. Maybe it's the morning traffic or a long line at the coffee shop. These moments, while seemingly trivial, are perfect opportunities to practice Stoic principles. Instead of allowing impatience or annoyance to build up, use this time to practice mindfulness or plan your day. By reframing these situations, you control your emotional response and transform potentially stressful moments into periods of calm reflection or productive thinking. Learning to control our emotions isn't just about achieving personal peace. It's about cultivating resilience that influences every aspect of our lives, allowing us to meet challenges with grace and turn potential conflicts into opportunities for growth. Lesson 3. Exercise the dichotomy of control. The concept is simple yet profound. Recognize what you can control and what you cannot, and focus your energy accordingly. This might sound straightforward, but in practice it's a powerful tool for reducing stress and enhancing your effectiveness in both personal and professional life. Think about the last time you faced a situation that was out of your hands, perhaps a delayed flight or an unexpected change at work. The natural response is often frustration or anxiety. However, the Stoic approach teaches us to reassess our reaction to such situations. We can't control the delay, but we can control how we respond to it. Do we let it ruin our mood and those of people around us? Or do we accept the situation, find a comfortable place to sit, and perhaps catch up on a book or some work? Marcus Aurelius would advise us to use our energy where it counts, in situations we can influence, like preparing for a presentation or managing our health. We should act vigorously and with full commitment. But in scenarios where our influence is limited or non-existent, worrying provides no leverage. It only depletes our energy and clouds our judgment. Let's apply this to a more personal aspect, like relationships. You can't control how someone else feels or acts, but you can control your own actions and responses. If a friend is going through a tough time and seems distant, you can't force them to open up or change their mood, but you can offer your support and let them know you're there when they're ready to talk. This way, you're focusing on the actionable part of the situation, your role as a supportive friend, not on the uncontrollable aspect, which is their emotional state. Furthermore, this principle isn't just about minimizing negative emotions, but also about maximizing efficiency and effectiveness in your endeavors. For example, if you're leading a project at work, focus your efforts on the elements you can directly manage, like your planning, your outputs, and your team's motivation, rather than getting sidetracked by concerns outside your control, like market conditions or competitor actions. Incorporating the dichotomy of control into your life isn't just about avoiding unnecessary stress. It's about empowerment. It's a liberating realization that while we can't control everything that happens to us, we can control our reactions, making us more resilient and proactive. It's about using our limited time and energy on things that truly matter and can be influenced by our actions. This is the essence of living a Stoic life, practical, grounded, and focused on actionable steps that lead to personal growth and peace. Lesson 4. Keep virtues in mind. Marcus Aurelius, in his personal writings, often reflected on how virtues such as wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance can profoundly shape our lives. These aren't just lofty ideals meant for philosophical debate. They are practical tools that guide our everyday actions and interactions. Take wisdom, for instance. It's more than just knowledge or intelligence. It's the practical application of that knowledge in the real world. Wisdom involves seeing things as they truly are, not as we wish them to be. This means making decisions not based on fleeting emotions or external pressures, but on a clear and rational understanding of the situation. When you're faced with a tough decision at work, applying wisdom means looking beyond immediate gains or losses and considering the long-term impact of your choices. Then there's courage, which isn't just about facing physical danger, but also about confronting the internal battles we face every day. It takes courage to speak up for what's right, to stand firm in your values when they're tested, and to admit your mistakes and learn from them. This kind of courage builds integrity and trust, both with others and within ourselves. Justice in the Stoic sense goes beyond legal fairness. It's about treating others with respect and dignity. It's about acting in a way that is fair and balanced, considering not only your interests, but also the impact on those around you. In your personal life, this might mean being fair in your relationships, giving others the benefit of the doubt, or standing up for someone who is being treated unfairly. Temperance, or self-control, is the virtue of moderation and balance. It's about not letting your desires or impulses govern your actions, but maintaining a steady and measured approach to life's pleasures and challenges. Whether it's managing your time effectively or controlling your reactions to stress, temperance helps you maintain equilibrium and avoid extremes. By keeping these virtues in mind, Marcus Aurelius suggests that we can live a life of greater integrity and fulfillment. Virtue isn't just about grand gestures, it's in the everyday choices and behaviors that define who we are. It's about aligning our actions with our values and striving to be better each day. So, as you navigate through life's complexities, let these virtues guide you. They are not just philosophical ideals, but practical tools that can help you lead a more thoughtful, balanced, and purposeful life.